It is Country Viewpoint here on Flow FM. It has been a tough period of time for the federal government, in particular the Prime Minister at the moment. He has been on helicopters checking out flooding across parts of New South Wales. Terrible scenario that. We know that there is a flood, for a terrible pun usage there, but a flood of complaints regarding the treatment of women in Canberra at the moment. And our woman in Canberra is Hannah Phillips. She is on the ground there and she joins me on the line right now. Hannah, has it stopped raining over there yet?
Look, it has actually stopped. It's the first time it has stopped raining in about 4 days here. So it rained solidly all night and all day. You almost thought you could have gone back to biblical times of Noah with the amount of rain that just kept coming down. But it's nothing like what was experienced in the New South Wales coastline and up into Queensland. Those floods are very frightening, and we've seen the swelling there of many rivers, and there's concerns about rivers that may break. It's interesting to note too, Jason, that this has been something that has been mentioned prior, that there was actually going to be a flood like this that could actually take place in some of these regions. So the forecasting data and flood forecasting has really shown quite clearly that this is an event that was on the cards to happen, but something that is very concerning when you look at some of the devastation to people's livelihoods. We're very lucky so far, as I understand, and very blessed really in Australia to find that no one has lost their life yet. So that's extremely good news so far, which is a miracle.
It is, and it's good to see people heeding the warnings of emergency service people. As I mentioned off the top, the Prime Minister has been on choppers, just surveying from afar the destruction, the damage, the carnage out there at the moment. We've seen some announcements from the federal government on the support packages for those affected by the flooding, which once the flood subsides, hopefully people can get access to that quick smart. But he's had a tough week, the Prime Minister.
He definitely has. I guess his speech last night was one that I guess was very concerning. You know, we saw a very broken Prime Minister, I thought, standing in front of the cameras. I think probably shocked that this scandal has continued to plague news reports for the past month. It's been a shocking month, he actually said in Parliament. And you almost saw that he was quite broken, almost reduced to tears.
Yeah, it was a broken speech, absolutely. You could see he was faltering along the way, mentioned his wife and his daughters as well. Hannah, we'll be able to catch your work, of course, on flownews24.com.au. Everything going well over there in the Canberra Flow office? Sure
is. We are having a very interesting time as we garner more information about what's happening around Australia and how that affects regional Australia. It's the biggest take for us. How does it affect regional Australia? How does it affect jobs in our regional markets and livelihoods of those? So there's lots happening in Canberra. We're looking forward to bringing it more to the Flow News family.
Excellent. Hannah, all the best to you. Thanks again. Stay nice and dry over there, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Thanks, Jason.